Buddha often reminded his disciples of the immense power held within our words. He likened our tongues to the sharpest blades, capable of cutting deep without leaving a physical mark. Though our words may not inflict bodily harm, they can wound the spirit, leaving emotional scars that are just as painful. Our words can be a source of great strength, but they can also become a weakness if we fail to understand when, where, and how to use them. Speaking with kindness and wisdom at the right moments can open doors to success, while careless or ill-timed words can create significant obstacles in our lives. Today, I want to share a story that illustrates the transformative power of silence. This story will reveal how choosing when to speak and when to remain silent can profoundly impact your life. Are you ready to explore this wisdom? Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with more insightful content. Once upon a time in India, there was a renowned Buddhist monk who lived in a secluded forest, far removed from the clamor of the world. His reputation for deep meditation and wisdom spread far and wide throughout the land. One day, a troubled king sought his counsel, saying, "Venerable monk, despite having everything, wealth, fame, and every luxury imaginable, I find myself perpetually tired, frustrated, and uneasy. My mind is restless, and peace eludes me. Please, help me free myself from this torment." The monk looked at the king and said, "Your Majesty, the solution lies within you, but you have yet to uncover it. I propose an experiment. Would you be willing to participate? If you do, I assure you that your restlessness and worry will fade away." Although initially skeptical, the king's desperation drove him to agree. "Tell me what I must do," he said. The monk replied, "The experiment is simple yet profound. For the next 7 days, vow to remain in complete silence. Speak not a single word and observe absolute quiet, both outwardly and inwardly. Pay close attention to your thoughts, emotions, and reactions without expressing them through speech. At the end of these 7 days, return to me, and we will discuss what you have discovered." Intrigued but anxious, the king accepted the challenge. He returned to his palace and began his week of silence. The first few days were difficult, as his mind, long accustomed to constant activity and chatter, resisted the stillness. But gradually, the silence began to work its magic. The king started to tune into his inner self, free from the distraction of words. He became acutely aware of his thoughts, the underlying causes of his dissatisfaction, and the deep-seated sources of his unrest. By the end of the 7 days, the king had experienced a clarity and inner peace that had long been missing from his life. When he returned to the monk, his face radiated tranquility. He bowed deeply and expressed his gratitude. The monk smiled and said, "Your Majesty, through silence, you have tapped into a wellspring of wisdom within yourself. True peace does not reside in the external trappings of life, but within your own heart and mind. Cherish this silence, and let it guide you." From that day onward, the king embraced the practice of silence, dedicating time each day to reflection and inner stillness. And in the quiet sanctuary of his soul, the king uncovered a treasure far greater than all his riches or glory, the lasting peace that comes from truly knowing oneself. "I am willing to do whatever it takes to attain peace of mind," the king declared earnestly. The monk, with a serene expression, responded, "For the next 15 days, you will stay here at my monastery and live as a common man. During this time, you will spend your days in solitude, speaking only when absolutely necessary." The king agreed to the monk's proposal. On the first day, he found his mind more agitated than ever. A flood of questions and thoughts overwhelmed him, and the simplicity of his new life unsettled him. He longed to speak, to engage, but he resisted the urge, remaining in silent contemplation. As the night deepened, an unexpected calm washed over him, a happiness he hadn't felt in years. This newfound tranquility confused him, for he couldn't grasp why his restlessness was fading. On the second day, the king continued his solitary routine, observing the natural world around him, the flowers, the plants, the birds soaring in the sky. For the first time, he truly saw the beauty in the world that had always surrounded him, yet he had never noticed. He connected with nature in a profound way, feeling a sense of unity with the world. As the days passed, the inner turmoil that had plagued his mind began to dissipate. By the 10th day, the chaos in his thoughts had nearly vanished. On the 12th day, he found himself slipping into a deep meditative state. His eyes closed naturally, and he sank into a profound stillness, his mind free from all worry. Over the last 3 days, the king experienced an overwhelming sense of inner peace as he delved deeper into meditation. On the final day, the king approached the Buddhist monk with a newfound clarity. "Venerable monk," he began, "I have uncovered the root of my troubled mind." The monk, with a gentle nod, encouraged him to continue. The king spoke, "I realized that I talked too much, expending excessive energy on others, often harboring negative thoughts about them. This constant talking and negative thinking drained me, leaving my mind in turmoil. It distracted me from my duties, causing me to fail repeatedly. These failures bred unhappiness and frustration, creating a vicious cycle that consumed my life." The king paused, his gaze lost in the memories of his past struggles. "But these 15 days," he continued, "have been nothing short of transformative. Each moment of solitude became a step in a journey of self-discovery, peeling away the layers of my existence to reveal truths about myself and the world that I had long ignored." The monk smiled, knowing the king had taken his first true steps on the path to inner peace. "Now, as I emerge from this profound journey of introspection," the king continued, his voice carrying a newfound clarity and strength, "I find myself embracing life with a revitalized sense of purpose and vigor. It feels as though a veil has been lifted from my eyes, revealing the beauty and wonder present in every moment. I now realize that, prior to this awakening, I was merely existing, not truly living. This process has taught me that meditation is not something to be forced or manufactured," he mused, a hint of amazement in his tone. "Rather, it is a natural state that arises when we fully immerse ourselves in the present, free from the distractions of the outside world." The Buddhist monk, with a wise smile, pointed out that the king's struggle with excessive speech was far from unique. Indeed, the king agreed, a note of empathy in his voice. "Many people around the world are compelled to fill the silence with words, often unaware of the damage this can cause. Sadly, even in our modern age, the careless use of language continues to sow seeds of discord and suffering," he reflected, recalling the wisdom the monk had shared with him. "Silence, as I've come to understand, is not just the absence of sound, it is a gateway to deep self-awareness." The monk shared a poignant story of Gautama Buddha, whose practice of silence was driven by a profound desire to explore the depths of his own consciousness. Buddha taught that true self-discovery begins with the stillness of silence, for only in quiet reflection can we uncover the essence of who we truly are. With this newfound insight, the king concluded, his voice firm with conviction, "I now see the importance of embracing silence as a guiding principle in our lives. By practicing restraint in our speech and nurturing moments of quiet introspection, we can ease much of the unnecessary suffering that burdens humanity." Perhaps if more people embraced the power of silence, we could lessen the conflicts and turmoil that plague our world. When people choose silence, remarkable transformations occur. With fewer words, conflicts diminish. Restlessness subsides, and the noise of arguments fades into the background. Imagine a world where the value of listening with intent is held in as high regard as the impulse to speak. In such a world, many of the complex challenges that burden society could be eased through the quiet power of mindful reflection. Those who truly understand the essence of silence discover a state of calm serenity, even in the midst of the chaotic hustle and bustle of crowded places. For them, solitude is not loneliness but a sanctuary, a sacred space where the soul finds comfort and rejuvenation. It's like stepping into a divine haven where the noise of the outside world fades away, leaving behind a deep, abiding peace. However, embracing silence is not merely about external stillness. It is a journey of profound inner exploration, a return to the core of one's being. It begins with cultivating peace within oneself, allowing the restless currents of thought to settle into a serene and tranquil state. By closing one's eyes and turning inward, one uncovers a reservoir of inner strength and energy, waiting to be harnessed. As thoughts begin to quiet, the mind becomes a canvas, painted with vivid strokes of insight and understanding. Here, in the depths of one's inner world, lies the true source of happiness and fulfillment. This inner realm is where the intricacies of life unfold like the pages of an ancient book, revealing the delicate interplay of light and shadow, joy and sorrow. In this journey within, one navigates the peaks of bliss and the valleys of despair with poise and grace. Each moment of introspection becomes a pilgrimage of self-discovery, a sacred communion with the essence of existence itself. With each return from this inner odyssey, one emerges revitalized and renewed, like a traveler finding solace in the oasis of their own being. So, let us heed the call to embrace silence, to find refuge in its gentle stillness. For in the quiet of our hearts, we uncover the boundless depths of our humanity. In the silence of our thoughts, we find the key to unlocking the door to true peace and joy. When you truly connect with your inner self, you'll find that speaking no longer disturbs your mind. Instead, there is a constant undercurrent of tranquility within you. You can engage in conversation while staying deeply connected to your inner self, using words without disrupting your inner calm. When you achieve this, your words will carry a harmonious quality, like a beautiful melody, resonating deeply with others and touching their hearts in profound ways. As you journey deeper into the realms of inner peace and self-awareness, you'll come to understand that true tranquility isn't disrupted by the act of speaking. Instead, it becomes a serene backdrop to your words, infusing them with a gentle strength and resonance that can profoundly connect with others. In this state of alignment with your inner self, every word you speak carries the essence of your inner calm, creating a tapestry of harmony and understanding in your surroundings. When you nurture inner silence, you begin to tap into a powerful source of inner strength, liberating yourself from the pressures and expectations of society. You'll experience a unique joy in life, akin to the happiness of those who passionately pursue their dreams. Your face will radiate with a newfound glow, and your eyes will sparkle with a distinct brightness. As you commit to cultivating this inner silence, you unlock a reservoir of strength that empowers you to transcend societal constraints and external demands. Like a lighthouse guiding ships through the darkness, your newfound resilience illuminates the path ahead, steering you toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. Each moment of silence deepens your sense of joy, rivaling the enthusiasm of those who chase their dreams with unyielding determination. Your spirit shines with renewed brilliance, and your eyes reflect a luminous clarity, mirroring the inner light that now radiates within you. In this state of inner peace and serenity, you uncover the true essence of joy, a joy that surpasses the fleeting pleasures of the external world, rooted in the infinite depths of your being. Moreover, you may observe that those who speak excessively often become the subject of others' ridicule, while those who speak sparingly and stand by their words earn respect. People naturally listen to and trust the words of those who speak with intention. On the other hand, individuals with troubled minds often find it challenging to succeed because they lack genuine passion for their work. True wisdom lies in knowing when, where, and how to speak, and those who master this art often find success in many aspects of life. A person who speaks sparingly often becomes the focal point of attention and tends to excel in various endeavors. When we observe the traits of truly remarkable individuals, we notice they choose their words with care, speaking only when necessary, and this deliberate approach significantly contributes to their success. On the other hand, many who talk excessively often fall into the traps of dishonesty and gossip, spreading negativity that can damage relationships and reputations. True intelligence is reflected not just in the ability to articulate thoughts, but in the wisdom to know when and how to communicate effectively. Those who master the art of selective speech often find themselves thriving in various environments, earning admiration and respect for their thoughtful use of language. When we closely examine distinguished individuals, we see a preference for brevity in their speech, with each word carefully chosen to convey meaning and insight. In contrast, those who are overly talkative frequently find themselves caught up in negativity and deceit, which can erode trust and damage their relationships. Consequently, those around them often distance themselves, weary of the constant chatter. Ancient texts from various cultures highlight the idea that our words are a reflection of our beliefs and values. Silence cultivates patience and enhances self-awareness, while meditation offers a deeper understanding of oneself. It is no wonder that those who are surrounded by verbose individuals often seek to withdraw. Finding the endless talking to be draining and unappealing, across countless ancient scriptures and cultural traditions, the profound connection between mindful speech and one's core beliefs and values is emphasized. By embracing the power of silence, we nurture patience and sharpen our awareness, allowing for a deeper connection with ourselves and the world around us. Through the practice of meditation, we embark on an inward journey of self-discovery, gradually unraveling the layers of our thoughts and emotions, leading us to a profound clarity and inner enlightenment. So, my dear friends, I encourage you to spend at least 20 minutes in quiet solitude each day. This simple practice can bring about remarkable positive changes in your life. As we conclude this journey of Zen wisdom, I warmly invite you to become an active member of our community. If this story resonated with you, please support us by hitting the like button, sharing it with your friends, and leaving a comment below with your thoughts or suggestions for future Zen stories you'd like to hear. And for more moments of inspiration and peace, don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell. Your engagement is what keeps this journey alive. Thank you for walking this path of wisdom and enlightenment with us.